Hi, Philippa here, and I've also got Eli with me as well in the back there. Say hi. I've just dropped my other son off at school, and I just wanted to do this video before I go home. Excuse me. And it's a video about pushing through and just, getting the work done. There's times where you really need to push through and you really just need to get the work done to get the results you want to get. And there's also times where it's like, okay, it's might be like a bad or a negative thing to be able to push through because you might, hurt yourself, or you might burn out, or whatever it might be. So I just want to go through quickly a little bit how to determine between, when you should push through as opposed to when you should just hold back and take a rest and just have a breather. So last night I did my very first CrossFit session, which was awesome. With anything exercise, pretty much, unless you're like a really professional athlete, you're not going to be pushing yourself too hard. But doing things like that, like doing CrossFit last night, it was different for me because I'm not used to having somebody there that would train me so hard, or if I would go to the gym by myself, I could just stop whenever I wanted because I felt like it. But going to CrossFit, you're with a group of people, and you got to get it done. And so we're there in the last I don't know what they call it, the last section of the training session, and it was like 15 minutes where we partnered up in 15 minutes. For 1 minute each, one of us would go on the rower, and then the other would be doing burpees, and we just had to swap and try not to stop in between all of that. And that was really hard. And I actually thought it was only going to be 10 minutes. So I got to like the 9th minute, and I was on the rower, and I was just going hard at it for the last minute. And then they're like, okay. And then, starting on the next minute, and I was like, oh shit. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep pushing through. So I kept pushing through, and I kept pushing through, and I kept pushing through, and I could have stopped, and I wanted to stop, but you can't just stop, otherwise they'll just growl you. But to keep going like that, and I was physically able to keep going, but to keep going, you're going to get the results that you want to get. Like, I'm going to get the results I want to get. I'm going to become stronger. I'm going to become fitter. And that's a good thing. When you translate it into business, being able to push through, being able to wake up every day and work on your business, to get your message out there, to do videos, to interview people, to, write your message out, to, do what you need to do to serve your clients, you have to get up every day and do that. If you want to get the results you want to get in your business, if your results are, just a hobby kind of thing, like where you just want to, make an extra couple of dollars here and there, you probably don't need to do that. And I'm guessing if your business is a hobby, then you probably wouldn't be watching this anyway. But then if you start burning out, like there was a period a couple of months ago, like I've got 3 kids, where I was just pushing myself so much in my business. Like I was up early in the morning, I was up late at night, I had the kids with me, and it was starting to drain me out. Like I was just constantly working and pushing and giving my energy out to all my clients, to my community, to my kids, and I was also playing netball and doing sports and all this other stuff, and everything was just going out and there was nothing coming in. So that's when I started burning out a little bit, and I was like, okay, I need to cut back on some things. I need to take a break on some things. So I cut back on, a couple of the sports things I was doing. I went to bed earlier. If I hadn't finished something, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just go to bed. And I did that for like a couple of months. I didn't stop in my business. Like it wasn't something where I, completely stopped doing, because I don't think I could ever do that anyway. But I really pulled it back quite a lot. And then now I have the energy again. I have the energy again to start ramping it up a bit more. And so when you feel that you're just exhausted all the time, is when you should take a break. You don't take a break, or you don't stop doing the workout just because you feel tired or you feel exhausted in that moment. So last night at CrossFit, I was only exhausted in that moment. I was only sore in that moment. I I hadn't been sore like every single day for the past week or the past couple of weeks or month or so. It was only just in that moment. So I knew that, you know, I can keep going, I can push it out, I can keep going. Whereas, as my example, working in my business and with the kids and stuff, I was exhausted for a long time. For 5 months at least, I was exhausted every day, and I just knew that I had to take the break. So, you know, whether you push through, whether you pull back, just make sure that you're doing it so that you get the results you want. You know, you have to pull back to be able to, you know, recoup and you know, clear your mind a bit and be able to move forward. You're not going to be able to move forward if you just keep pushing and becoming exhausted, because that's when you just can't think properly and your thoughts go all foggy and stuff. So that is my message for you today. I hope it served you. If you want to get a free copy of my Amazon best-selling book, The Daydreamer's Guide to Business, How to Plan Your Dream Business and Make It a Reality, then head over to the link. I probably will have the link in the post accompanying this, or if you're watching this on my blog, it'll just be below the video here, and sign up to the list and you'll get the book delivered to you for free rather than going to buy it off Amazon. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Alright, Eli, say tata. Tata. Bye.